Hi, I'm Miriam Joy. Welcome to my studio. We're going to do our Spooktacular Halloween centerpiece, or just fun decoration piece. This is a lot of fun. You're going to put your own flair onto it. We're going to show you how to do the basics and then just turn you loose. For this project, I tried a bunch of different products, and they didn't have the stiffness and the stability they wanted. So I came back to insulating foam. I used great stuff. I used the inexpensive kind that I could find like at Walmart, the cheapest of the brands. This one was for gaps and cracks, so whatever you want to use, a brand, that's totally up to you. It does tell you to wear gloves and eye protection, and I would make sure you're in a ventilated area, so we want to make sure that we do that. I have freezer wrap. You also could use wax paper, and I sprayed it with my vegetable spray. Pam, anything like that works just fine. I'm going to use barbecue sticks or wooden skewers, and I picked up a big bunch, and I found these at the dollar store, but you also can find them in the cooking ware or picnic area or things like that. So I'm going to lay these a little bit apart, and the first time I did this, I got real big pieces, and I like both ways. And the second time I did this, the same thing. I had let it set for a while, and I got smaller ones. I like both, so whatever yours comes out, there is no right or wrong, but I do want you to see that. Now, when you're working on this, you want to work mostly on the stick, so that gives it the stability. So we want to keep it on the stick as much as possible, and you can do whatever design you want to do. It comes with a little tube, and you can use the tube. The first time I did, especially when it was coming out faster, but now that's not quite coming out as thick, I think I'm just going to leave it off and use my finger. The reason is, when I want it to stop, you still got all of this stuff in here that's still coming out, and I can't stop it as fast as I want to. So I'm actually going to turn these around and do them from this side, stand up a little bit here, to the top. And I'm just going to push back and forth on this, and you can see how much thinner this was than that first time. And then at the top, I want to just do a loop-de-loop, and I just kind of push that down. And I'm going to do the same again over here. And it may be easier to make it a little bit smoother if you use the little tube. And so it's going to be however you like it. If you get a brand new one, you may want to do a whole bunch of them. I'm even going to do some of these for Christmas and try to get them into tree shapes. So I want you to really think about that. So I'm going to do, I don't know, a dozen of these. And I'm going to put them outside, let them dry, and then even when they seemed dry, I flipped them over and they still weren't quite dry, so I would give them about a day to dry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our 98-cent black spray pack, just the cheap one that you would buy at Walmart. I sprayed the back first, let that dry, flipped it over, and sprayed the sides and the top. You want to get the sides, otherwise when you're spraying just top and bottom, it doesn't get that all the way. And then you have this real fun, festive feel. So I'm going to go ahead and get those outside. You don't want to touch these. These are very, very sticky. Don't touch this with any of your skin. It doesn't come off easy, and the chemicals and everything are probably not really good for you. So make sure you do use your gloves and do use precaution with this. We're going to be using an inexpensive candy pail, and I'm going to take my handle off. If you want to keep yours and work around it, that's fine too. We're just going to take some floral foam, and I had to figure out how wide my pumpkin was. We're going to trim a little of this. I'm using a serrated knife, a bread knife or something like that. And at the bottom of my pumpkin, I have put in, let's see if I can get that in, I have put in gravel. So, and you can turn those either way depending on if you have enough room or how you think those should go in there. And we're just going to stick all of our little sticks into that once we get this in there. Okay, so we have those nice and tight. We've got our gravel under there. You could use rocks, anything that is heavy. It doesn't really matter. I wanted to show you another one. This is one, and believe it or not, it's just one stick, and look how sturdy that is. And I just went over it and over it and over it again, and I actually think it'd be really, really cool for a background, and I'll show you what I mean. So wouldn't that look really cool? Kind of give it that spooky, spooky feeling, and just add to your decoration. I think it just gives it that spook kind of factor. So there's all kinds of things you can do with this. I want you to know that I had first done one. I spray painted my pumpkin outside, and I turned him into a ghost. And I was really nervous about it breaking in the wind and stuff, and we had a really bad rainstorm, and the rain came, and it was so bad it knocked our electricity off, and it didn't even affect our foam. So the bigger one may even be a little bit more durable, and you can trim these as you need to and just start filling them in your pumpkin. I've tried to keep mine kind of the same height, popping out right about the edge where that would stick out. And I did 2 in the front, 3, probably 2, maybe 3, and I'm just going to work my way all the way to the back here. Okay, now we want to kind of fill everything in because it's still kind of blank and you can see down into there. So we're going to use some mesh, and I'm going to use purple because we've got orange. You can use whatever color you want. I just didn't want orange or black, so it would all kind of be together. So I'm going to use 6-inch pieces, and I'm just going to roll them up. I'm going to use a matching pipe cleaner, and I'm going to use my skewer sticks again. I'm going to cut these guys in half, and what we're going to do is just simply take our stick with our pipe cleaner and wrap it around near the top as much as possible, and just finish putting that in. And we're going to start putting these in to our pumpkin, and that's going to fill in everything for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get those done and stick those in, and then we'll show you what that looks like. So I filled that up as much as I want to. You can do more. I decided to go ahead and add that bigger background. I kind of like that. And I think after working with the skinnier foam, I do like the thicker foam. So I would say when you start it, get as much done as you want. But I'm going to come back in, and I've just gone through my Halloween bag where I find all my spiders and ghouls and all kinds of fun stuff, bats and eyeballs. I also picked these up at Dollar Tree this year. They're just the little glitter balls, and I think I even might glue a couple of those here and there. So I'm just gonna go crazy with it, glue some on as much or as little as you want to, and then we'll take it from there. I've gone ahead and I've added all kinds of fun little things that I could find on it. I also took some glitter hands that I had that I thought would be really cute. You also could use the bone little hands that you find at the dollar stores. Those would be really cute on the sides of it, just to give it character. There's just so much you can do and have fun and just make each your own, and just all the fun items that you have that may bring memories to your kids or Halloween. And just, if you don't have any of the items, just go to one of the dollar stores, and there's always the little 99-cent all kinds of critters and bugs and stuff that you can simply add to that. Give us a thumbs up, tell us you liked our videos, and subscribe so you can make sure to get all the latest as they come out. Have a safe and fun Halloween.